the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll get a look at Joe Burrow after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the Saints and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams.
Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow, left side to land.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow on play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 71 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, He has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want those body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Up the middle with Eckler. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now Jones.
Quick slant finding Claypool. 6 yards left on second down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones able to hit his target, Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Throwing again on second down. Jones, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, it's caught by Davis.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Jones. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
The Burrow's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, there goes Collins.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd down, Eckler.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Burrow on 3rd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, here's Burrow. Another one caught by Collins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for sure.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that was a 13-play drive in total. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. The guy's man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Eckler is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Saints!
Austin Eckler,
his first touchdown of the year.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jones.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The kick by McManus is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Out quickly to Judy.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Burrow going to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
To the air again, Burrow.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Burrow will throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jelani Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
But just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Second down. Here's Chubb again.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now Jones. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Off play action. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Corey Davis. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Evan Ingram from a yard out.
And the Rams have cut it back within a score.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Burrow looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Burrow on 3rd down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Saints first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Patrick Ricard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Patrick Ricard taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead in this fourth quarter. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man, second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Jones on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Up the middle with Eckler.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
77 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And Davis has it over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. That's incomplete. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Wisely will throw that one away. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now it's Burrow.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Dancing away at the 35.
Takes it to about the 37.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 5, 1:37 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here's Jones to throw.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now all the focus shifts over to the Saints, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down.
He's got Eckler.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Burrow's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. To throw, Burrow. This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Burrow. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Burrow. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I were going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now Jones. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Decision time now on 4th and only 1.5.
I can still hear my high school coach John Field right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker to get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get in the field goal range, and get us a win.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Eckler going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head we could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there, they ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we've all witnessed to. So for New Orleans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.